very important information that is coming. And I see we're recording started. So, hi, I'm Steve. I'm in North Hollywood. I am your maitre d' this afternoon, and I'm so excited for the information that you guys are gonna see. And my job is very simple, and that's to give you just a tiny bit of information about our host for the evening. This lady is an absolute legend to many of us in this industry, in this space. She was a preschool teacher, was introduced to this industry many years ago, and was so successful in this industry from helping thousands of people all over the world become successful, she actually retired, made enough money in this industry to walk away and retire. And then, after several years and being introduced to multiple things, I can't even imagine how many things this young lady has turned down because of her status. But she saw the information that you're going to see tonight, and she is excited to be here, to be our host, and that is none other than my friend, Miss Sherry Sharman. Can you take it over, please, young lady?
Love when you call me young lady. For
It's
everybody that's
true.
on tonight, I'm going to actually be celebrating my 72nd birthday next month, and I'm so excited about it because we're actually going to be in Dubai, celebrating there with a bunch of our friends. So, for everybody that's on tonight, I want to do a quick little intro and just give you a little bit of background about myself. Prior to being involved in the industry you're about to see, I was a Montessori preschool teacher and absolutely loved being a teacher. I just couldn't afford it because I was a single mom at that time and I was having a hard time making ends meet. And a good friend of mine introduced me to what you're about to see, an industry where you could actually make residual income and help people become successful. In fact, there's a gentleman on this call, I just saw his name. His name's Godfrey, and I met him on the East Coast, and I'm so excited he's on. I want to do a shout out to him. And for everyone else who's guests, welcome. We want to not only welcome you, but we want to present something to you that could literally change your life if you are open and want to pay attention, because it did for me. It took me from being a broke preschool teacher to being able to earn a strong six-figure income my first year. So, and that system is still as good today as it was back in that day. And tonight I have the good pleasure to introduce to you one of my students, someone who I met when he was in his early 20s, and he has not only become a legend in this industry, he is somebody who has helped so many thousands of people around the world become successful, and he is just a wonderful person when you get to meet him. He's an amazing husband, father, coach, and just leads by example. And that's something that you always want. There's a lot of people out there that teach things, but they don't always do what they say, and this man does. You can pretty much guarantee what you see is what you get. And I want to introduce to you my business partner and great friend, Muzaffar Najfi.
Thank you. Happy Tuesday. No, wait, Monday. Oh my gosh. I I'm telling you, it's been, when you're having so much fun, you don't even know what day it is. It's kind of wild. And every day just kind of feels that way. And I just want to tell all of you, happy Monday. I'm excited about what we're gonna do tonight. I was sitting back listening to Sherry introduce me, and I had a grin like ear to ear as I'm listening to her. And when she mentioned, being a father and a coach, it just hit me because today I took my daughter to the doctors, and God bless, she's great. But we were there, and the doctor was talking about being a father, and my daughter was saying some wonderful things, and she was saying he's also my coach. And it's wild that she said it, and then Sherry said a father and a coach. It was kind of crazy. What does that have to do with our company? Absolutely nothing. Thank you for listening for my 20-second situation. But I'm taken back, and I'll tell you, because how often in life do you have someone that coached you, mentored you, then introduce you, and say all those nice things? So thank you, Sherry, from the bottom of my heart. I'll never take it for granted. I'm forever grateful. And I want all of you to know that tonight it's my pleasure to be able to share with you something that I fell in love with, which is this profession and this company. And I'm excited to share a PowerPoint and go through all that information. I want you to know something though. Before I saw this, I didn't come from money. My mom and dad made $30,000 a year combined income working their full-time jobs. So we grew up in a very low income neighborhood. And for me, it was a very rough neighborhood. And, you know, you had to grow up quick and you had to watch your back and you had to find a way to work hard and hustle. And my dad being from East Africa and my mom is from Dubai. And by the way, that just sounds like a weird marriage, but God bless it, it happened. And what ended up happening from there is growing up in the United States, I was told that if I want to become successful, go to school. And I got lucky enough to get to a university my senior year. Like after high school, I got lucky enough to be accepted into a university playing football, which was my dream. Like it was my dream come true. Like my goal was to play football and get paid to play. Like I'm going to tell you, I saw so many of my uncles and aunties that hated going to work. And I didn't want to grow up. Like when I looked at all the grownups, I was like, I don't want to be them. Like I remember my career learning counselor saying, what do you want to do when you grow up? I was like, I don't want to grow up. Like can you just pay me to play? And she said, she didn't understand me. I didn't understand her. And I'll never forget having the opportunity to play football at a university level. It was a dream come true. My senior year, I tore everything in my right knee, my ACL, MCL, and PCL ligament. And that was it. And my dreams were done as what I thought. Like I didn't realize that I could have new dreams. I only had the ones that I had, which was football. And I didn't realize that I was going to find other things in life that I'd be able to get paid to play. I just had no idea. My mom told me that when one door closes, God will open another. And I was just so impatient, I didn't understand. And a friend of mine called me and he said, hey, what are you doing? And I was on crutches. I had knee surgery. And he said, I'm going to pick you up. We're going to go to a meeting. And he introduced me to a guy that was making $12,000 a month income at the age of 24. And I'll never forget sitting in that meeting. And after he explained to me everything, I just said, listen, if what you're doing is legal, I'm in. And everybody kind of laughed. And I laughed because everybody was laughing. But then I was like, why is everybody laughing? Like, you know, because I didn't understand $12,000 a month. I just didn't understand it. I knew people made good money, but I never met someone personally that made that type of money that was selling things legally, that wasn't their own pharmacist. You know what I mean? Hopefully you guys are understanding where I grew up. And so what happened is he said, listen, I'm going to introduce you to my mentors. I'm going to introduce you to the top people in this company. And that company back in 1995 was about to be listed on Inc. magazine, which happened in 1996 as the fastest growing privately held company in America. And I got to go to this event in Las Vegas with 13,000 people and see what the company was about and where it was headed. And two of those founders, like people that helped design that, develop that, like put their blood, sweat, and tears into that company, which then led into something massive, are actually on this Zoom. One of them is the lady that just introduced me. And for her to see what I'm about to show you and say, I'm ready to come out of retirement and come partner with you guys, when in my opinion, they helped create what I saw, what made me fall in love with this profession. And what I saw back then, and Sherry, please, no disrespect to you and no disrespect to any of the others, because you guys created a massive company. And I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but what I saw back then was like the cassette tape version of today. Like what you guys are seeing today is streaming. That was cassette tape. And if anybody's on this Zoom going, what's a cassette tape? That's a different conversation we all need to have. Viago was birthed not too long ago. It was something that took years to put together. So my business partner, who's our CEO, his name is Isaac, he actually created a luxury skincare company, opened 900 stores in 40 countries, did over $3 billion in revenue. L'Oreal was his partner. He's our CEO. The other business partner that I have, that I'm very fortunate to have as well, this guy named Eddie, him and his business partners put together the largest travel club in the world. Millions upon millions of members. And they did billions in revenue. And I sat back and thank God every day I got to partner with these individuals. And we started talking about if we could do it all over, how would we do it? What would we do to make it better? Isn't that what we all want? Like, how do you make tomorrow better than yesterday? And we made this list, and it was like our wish list. And from that, Viago was born, and I get to show it to you. Like, I get the honor to show you this, and I'm excited about it. Every time I talk about it, there's this childlike excitement because I'm seeing what's happening every month with this membership. And I want you to know something, that Viago, Via means the way, the path, and go means to go. But we created a membership that literally will impact lives all around the world. It's a membership that everybody will need, not just want. That's huge. Everybody, listen, so many people will want this, in my opinion, but I also believe so many people will need this. And that's what makes it unique, ladies and gentlemen. And so I'm excited to share this membership with you. The membership arena, the subscription model is catching on inside of our profession, outside of our profession. Everybody's turning towards some form of subscription. And so we wanted to create something that had multiple categories that were phenomenal. Now, one of the biggest categories in the world, and it's one of my favorites, is travel. Travel is a massive industry. And I want you to know something, right? The travel industry does trillions. And everybody would love to travel more. Ask somebody today or tomorrow. Like I dare you, not in a negative way, but I dare you. Call someone and go, hey, listen, if time and money were not an issue in your life, just try it. Ask somebody, if time and money were not an issue in your life, what would you do more of? My bet would be top 2 answers on the board. One of them would be travel. It would be travel more. I really believe that because that's what I've heard from the majority of people I've asked. And the reason why people don't travel more is because of time and money. And so we created a membership that gives you access to unlimited wholesale travel. So I know people have heard of Expedia and Priceline and all of these companies, and what they do is they get wholesale travel, but they mark it up. What we do is we give you the wholesale pricing. Now there's hotels and cruises and cars and so many other things. What I don't do is I don't claim to be the best at flights. Flights are FAA regulated. We're competitive. We're going to offer pretty much what others are offering flights wise, but that's not why people get this. They understand flights are regulated. Everybody understands that. But when you look at the examples I show regarding hotels and what you can get with car rentals and cruises and so many other things just from this platform. So what does that mean, platform? Like, what does all this mean? The minute you become a member of Viago, you will get your own username and password, your own website. It's yours. Just like if you join Netflix, you would go to Netflix, the app, and you would, or the website, and you would put in your username and password, and it would give you access to their back office, to their back end, which gives you movies and all documentaries and everything. Same thing. You get your username, you create your username and password, and this is yours. And you can use it to travel. Public price. When we checked Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas on a certain date, it was $149. Same date, same hotel with Viago was $101. The savings is 33%. We went to Miami and did that, 37% savings. We went to Glacier National Park, 34% savings. We went to New York, the Millennium Hotel. Look at this one, 57% savings. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to guarantee you that every hotel out there that we have the better price on every hotel. I am here to tell you that in every class of service, we have a hotel that's phenomenal in pricing. It may be the same one you wanted. So my example that I just lived 2 weeks ago, I was in Colombia. people want me to say it correctly in Espanol. Colombia. Mi hermanos, mi hermanas. That means my brother and sisters. The thing that I want you to understand is that I wanted to stay at the Marriott in Bogota. That's what I wanted to stay, is at the Marriott. And I looked up the Marriott on public pricing, like I checked Priceline and Expedia, and then I looked at through Club Viago, and the savings was minimal. And then right next to it, I saw the Grand Hyatt, 5-star. I clicked on the pictures. I was like, oh my God, this even looks better than the Marriott. And I went to Priceline and Expedia. It was $279. Through Viago, it was $139. $279 through them, $139 through us. So even though it wasn't the one that I thought I wanted, I got something even better. That was the same class of service, like phenomenal. This is Venice, Italy. We checked, the NH, and it was $281 normal. With us, it was $131. I could do that all day, and you'll find hotels. Everywhere I go, I save money on hotels. Everywhere. Colombia, Argentina, Asia, Canada, US, every state in the US has been amazing for me that I've traveled to so far. Category number 2 is our VIP escapes. Now, these are actual locations and dates that we choose, that we design everything for you. You know what's sad is the average employee in America gets on average 15 days vacation time a year. But do you know how much they use? And this was an actual survey done. They use only 6 of those 15 days. Only 6. Do you know how sad that is? And the reason why they don't use more is time and money. And even though they have the time off, they use their time doing something else. And most people don't know. They know that they want a nice vacation. They just don't know how to even put it together. So think about this. This is not just a hotel stay. Look at all the bullet points that are included in this vacation. And we already designed all of this for you. This is a trip that's coming up. Normally, if you did all of this on your own without flight, it would be $1,703 per person, because there's round trip airport transfers. That's from the airport to the resort back to the airport, a welcome reception, which would cost you a lot of money to set up, an all-inclusive, a choice of a sunset cruise, hiring a boat, and all of the staff and the food and the drinks, and all of it would cost you a pretty penny. A 3-course farewell dinner cost you a pretty penny. Foam pool party with a DJ and everything would cost you a pretty penny. Like, all of that is $850. Look at the savings. But wait, it gets better. It gets better. We created a rewards program. I know everybody has a rewards program. Ours is better. I'll explain it to you. Have you ever gotten rewards at the grocery store, gas station, Subway, like any restaurant? What about your credit card? Have you ever racked up points, like reward points? I had over 1,000 points. I was so excited. And then I went to redeem them, and it was like $10. I'm like, wait a minute. I got over 1,000. But they're not Viago. See, our reward points, 1 point equals $1. I'm pausing for effect. That's what they say. Pause for effect. Right, Rika? You pause for effect. 1 point equals $1. Do y'all understand? That's a lot. Right? So when you become a member with us, we give you 600 points immediately. And you can use those toward these reward escapes. Now, all these reward escapes have a maximum amount of points you can use. So I just want to be clear about that one. This one, you can use 150 per person, 300 total. 150 would bring the cost from 850 down to 700. Look how amazing that is. Like, if you were using credit card points, do you know how many points you would need just to use $150? That's why I paused for effect earlier. This is a trip to Vietnam. Using reward points, you can use 100 per person on this one, total of 200. But look, per person, it brings the trip down to 475. This is the... Sherry was talking about going here for her birthday. She's on this trip. Like, and I'm going to tell you all a little secret. Sherry's not going for 5 days, 4 nights. She's like, Muzaffer, I'm going half around the world. I need a longer trip. And my answer was, yes, ma'am. Like, what do you say to your mentor, your coach, someone that's like your second mom? You say, yes, ma'am. And that's what we did. We got her a longer trip. Here's another one for $449. Like, look at everything included in this. Like, it's so beautiful. Plus, South Africa, Costa Rica, Spain, Italy, Greece, Thailand. There's more. Mexico, Turkey, Dubai, Philippines, Vietnam. Like, there's so many trips. There's new ones being released like every week, every month, because these trips end. And by the way, we have a second category to this category, which is escape your way. And that's where you go, what if I want a different date? What if I want a different country? What if I want to design it? No problem. Talk to us. We'll help you. Tell us what you want. We'll get it done for you. My friend did that. And he designed a vacation because of his son's graduation. And I'm so excited for him. This category number 3. This is one of my favorites. Maybe you guys are catching on. Every category is one of my favorites. Like, think about it. It is. I'm just being candid with all of you. This is telemed. Access to a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 50 states, 35 countries, 250 languages, 0 copay. I used this when my daughter got sick in December. She had 102.5 degree temp. She was shaking, shivering, crying. And I took her home. Look, I'm a girl dad. My girls mean everything to me, everything. And I got her home, got her to bed. My wife was like, we need to take her to urgent care. And I was like, no, let her rest. And we actually didn't call. We went online to our telemedicine and we booked an appointment. And in 2 minutes, I got a phone call from the doctor. And he said, Muzaffar, you don't have to take her to urgent care. I know what she has. He goes, I'll send the medicine to the pharmacy that you have listed. Everything will be okay. That was it. It was amazing. It was 10 minutes, less than that even. It was awesome. I went to the pharmacy, picked up the meds, and my daughter was great. Like, I'm so grateful for telemedicine. I really am. It's like one of my favorite parts of the membership. All right. This is one of my favorite parts of the membership. I say it laughing, Sherry's laughing, but you just got to understand, like, when you look at everything, it is like, this one saves you up to $4,000, actually $4,000 a year. I don't think it's up to. I think when they did the research, everyone that used it the way they're supposed to use it, 4,000 was the minimum they saved. Think about that one. But from movie theaters to Disney to SeaWorld to Sunglass Hut, Kenneth Cole, Lenovo, HelloFresh, Petco, like DoorDash, like all of these things that I think we use. And there's actually a piece of paper that is your Viago membership, like it's your savings tracker that you can write things down that you want to do. And even when you go set this up, it actually asks you, what are your interests? And then that's what it shows you. Like, this thing is amazing. And then it's over 1 million retailers and there's over 80,000 events. By the way, I got to tell you all this. This part reminds me of when I was a kid and my friend got a job at Foot Locker. And listen, I can't normally say this, but I saw people from Minnesota that are on here, like my neck of the woods. Like, if any of y'all are from Minnesota, y'all remember Brookdale Mall? And for the rest of the phone, you have no idea. It's a mall. So just picture a mall. And my friend got a job at Foot Locker in the mall. And I was working in the mall. And he was like, hey, because I worked at a clothing store. He said, do you have the hookup? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you have the hookup? He was like, yeah. And we hooked each other up. Now you have 1 million friends that are going to hook you up. Like, that's 1 million retailers and over 80,000 events. Like, my friends, they went on a cruise because of our website. And then they went to an NBA game and saved 60% on tickets. Lastly is our marketplace. This is something that we're growing and developing. Like, I'm excited where this is going to be in the next year to 2 years, even though there's some great products in here now that not only you will get a significant discount, but you can also use your Viago points to bring the cost of these products down even further. So let's recap. Discount travel, VIP escapes, unique experiences, telemed, daily member savings, and best pricing on marketplace. Remember, the minute you get this membership, we're going to give you 600 points. My CEO's motto has always been, we give them more than they give us. Who's them? That is you. That is me. That is us. Them is anyone that joins this community. So anyone that joins this community will get more than what they gave us. So you're going to get 600 points. Remember, 1 point equals $1. The membership is only $450 to set up. So you do the setup for $450 and you get 600. 1 point equals $1. And I'm going to pause for a fact. Any of y'all remember Spies in Disguise? Okay, sorry. It's a cartoon movie. It's awesome. If you haven't seen it, I'd watch it. So $450, you get 600. Every month when you maintain the membership and you pay $99, you're going to get another 100 points every month. And so I know you're doing the math. That means that 600 to begin. After 12 months, you got 1,200 points. So you're at 1,800. But wait, it gets better. Have you ever, like, what is your belief? And I'm asking you, I know you can't respond to me, but I'm asking you, hopefully it's like one of those questions that you have an answer to. What is your thought process on loyalty? Like for me, loyalty is everything. Like I love people that are loyal. I love loyal friends. Like, are you loyal to something? Because I believe everybody is. I'll give you an example. Are you loyal to your cell phone company? Because most people pay that bill every month. Are you loyal to your gym? Do they look at it as you being loyal? Like so many people are loyal to Netflix. What do they give you after 12 months of being loyal? Like I'm a fan of loyalty. And you know what we do? We actually give you a gift when no one else does. When you're loyal to this membership, to something that'll benefit you and your family. So basically you're being loyal to your family. That's really what you're doing. We give you a gift for being loyal to your family. Think about that. That's kind of cool. You get either a vacation as a gift or you get an extra 1,000 Viago points. So you got 600 to start, 1,200 after 12 months, and another 1,000 if that's the one you choose. So you're at 2,800 points. Right about now, this is where people go, this sounds too good to be true. And I go, thank you. You know why? Because that's the best compliment you can get. That means that we did our job right. But I'm not done. The too good to be true, it's going to continue, I promise. Because we want people to live life amplified every day, everywhere. So I hope you're thinking what I'm thinking. I know somebody that's going to love this. I called my best friend. His name is Juan. Day one, I was like, you got to see Viago, man. Like, you got to see this. He was like, what is it? I was like, it's too much to text, but I'm going to show it to you. I need you to jump on this presentation. You need to see this. Like, you got to understand. I was so excited to show everybody. Like, I'm the guy that will scream from the rooftop Viago because I believe that what we have is a gift. I really do. And you know what I love is when you refer others, we will pay you instead of paying $3 million yesterday for a commercial that lasts 30 seconds during the Super Bowl. So instead of spending $3 million for a commercial, I would rather give that money to you and me to refer people. Do you know how many actors and actresses got paid money to market a product yesterday? Like, they got paid so much money to sit there and say, this is really good. You don't even know if they actually use it, eat it, drink it. Like, you might have someone that has, like, and I don't know, I'm just, again, but could you imagine someone that is an actor, an actress, or an athlete that's pitching alcohol and they haven't had a drink of alcohol in 20 years, but they pitch it because they get paid? Like, I want someone that's going to refer Viago that believes in it, and we will pay you. So to become an ambassador means you're our business partner. We spent millions of dollars on software for websites and an ABS system and everything. And guess what? For you to be our business partner, it's $49. That's the registration to start. And then every year to maintain your registration as an ambassador, it's $99. Like, the simplicity couldn't get any simpler. And there's 5 ways that we get paid that I'm going to talk about, 2 of them. Because I just want to keep it simple tonight. I promise you're going to love the 2. And some of you are going to go, I want to know the other 3. Some of you are going to go, listen, with those 2, I'm over the moon. I know. The 2 are really simple. There's a direct bonus and a residual bonus, but there's also a T bonus, a sapphire bonus, and a check match. Doesn't check match just sound cool? Like check match? It's exactly what it sounds like, by the way. Don't worry. Let me just start with the basics. The basics is when you refer someone, you make $100 for every person you refer. That becomes a member. Like I have a friend as of right now. He's a new friend. He's a friend of a friend, and he's a new friend. So he's a new friend for me, but he's a friend of a friend that has already referred 7 in the last 24 to 36 hours ish, somewhere around there. 7. So that's $700. Now, some people take a month to get 2. It's okay. You'll get this even if you do 1 a month. What if you just did 1 a month? 12 months later, you made 1,200. Like 1 a month is okay, ladies and gentlemen. 1 a week is great. 1 a day is amazing. 7 in a day. I think this person is trying to finish 10. The point is at 6, you earn 600, and you're probably going, I know, Muzaffar, I can do math. And then I get it. But why am I highlighting this one? Because not only do you earn $600, but your membership is free. So let me explain. I talked to a guy that just started literally today. His name is Billy. I think he's on here. And after Billy, his Viago membership went through, he and I were actually on the phone. And I said, Billy, your 99 is going to happen on March 10th. However, I would rather it not. Like, we want to help you get your 6 in February, if not sooner, so you never pay a 99 ever again. He goes, that's the goal. Just a nice guy. Was like, that's the goal. Let's get it done, Muzaffar. That's what we want for all of you. We want all of you to have 6 personally enrolled members. So you earn 600 and your membership is free. As long as those people stay a member, your membership is free. The second way we get paid is a residual income. Warren Buffett said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. And I was like, wow, that's kind of morbid. I don't want to do that. And so they said, Muzaffar, let's help you build a team. And so what happens is that as you start to introduce people, so what if you were the one that introduced Billy, and then Billy introduced Cheryl, and then Cheryl introduced Rika, and Rika introduced Steve, and Steve introduced Sherry. So you now have 5 people. You have 5 people. Even though you only introduced Billy, you have 5 people on your team. That's the beauty of this. We keep track of everybody so you don't have to. And then what happens if you introduce a guy named Juan that introduces Sandra in Colombia, and Sandra introduces Peter, who's in a different city in Colombia, and Peter introduces Steffi, and Steffi introduces her friend in Puerto Rico. And now you have a team in multiple countries, but you only introduced one other person. Let me be clear. I'm not here to say, introduce 2 people and you'll get rich. I am here to say that the people you introduce can introduce others, that can introduce others, and all of it will count for you. So when you have 5 left and 5 right, because we only build 2 teams, so we literally look at it like 2 arms, right arm, left arm. Don't get confused. Just keep it simple. So when you have a right team and a left team that are 5 people and everybody's keeping the membership, your residual income is now at $50. And I know you're going, well, that's not a lot of money. Well, 5 people is not a lot of people. When it gets to 1010, you're at $200 a month. Well, Muzaffar, how does it get to 1010? Well, check this out. Some of your 5 will want their membership for free, like Billy. That's his mentality. I need my membership for free. Sherry got signed up in her first week. Her membership was free because she got her first 6 in her first week. And that means that the more people they sign up, the bigger your team gets. When it gets to 25 left, 25 right, you're at $500 a month. Every single month income, as long as those people keep their membership. 50-50, you're at $1,000 a month. Every month, that's $12,000 a year. I just love the fact that that opportunity is there. But wait, it gets better. Look at this. When you get to 100 left, 100 right, you're at 2,000 a month. And then 250, it's 5,000 a month. And the rank, these are the titles. It starts at a bronze and then a silver ambassador, then a gold, then a sapphire ambassador, then an emerald, then a diamond, blue diamond, red diamond, purple diamond, black diamond. We don't have any black diamonds in the company yet, but we just pre-launched last July and did a launch event in October, but our actual system and everything went live December 3rd. That's how early this is. And we already have people that have reached massive ranks. Could I just stop for a second and let you focus on this? And I know there's a number on here that you need, and I know there's a number you want. I think everybody wants the 85,000 a month. A month. That's $1 million a year. If somebody doesn't want that, like seriously, we need to talk. Like even if somebody goes, Muzaffar, I just want to feed the hunger. How are you going to feed them without money? Like I'm just being upfront with you. Like money is not everything unless you don't have any. If you're a good person, the more money you make, the more good things you will do. So I just want you to know there's a number on here that you want and there's a number that you need. Let's help you get both. But let's start with the one that you need. Is it 2,000 a month, 1,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month? What do you need that we can help you achieve? One thing I'm not saying is when you sign up, you're going to get paid that. That doesn't happen. Just like when you go to a gym, they don't add muscles to your body. Work is needed. And I want you to know that we have a training program in place. By the way, Sherry, I have the new slides, the new information. I did not get a chance to add it. I promise by Wednesday, the new slides will be added. But anyways, let me explain. We have an online training program, and then we have a regional training. That's what's not on here, our regional, which is happening March 8th. It's in 11 different cities in the US. And then we have our national event, which is what you're looking at here in Atlanta. But here's what I want to do real quickly. There are people, this is awesome. I wonder if he could do a testimonial with his uniform on. He just got done fighting a big fire. And he wasn't sure if he could make it. And he usually helps out, just like Steve helped us out today, which Steve, I'm so grateful for you always being there and being available, man. And, you know, he humbles himself down and calls himself a concierge. But Steve, your energy always starts the call out, right, man? I appreciate and love you for that. But you know, Jared, you fought a big fire today, man. You saved lives today. Could you do me a favor and share your story with everyone of you know how you got started in Viago and what's happened since? Obviously, you're wearing a uniform, and I kind of gave away what you did, but if you could share a little bit more with that, that would be fantastic.
Absolutely, Muzaffar. Thank you so much for allowing me to share. Great evening, everyone. Good evening. Yes, just got back from a huge fire, but everyone is okay. I'm healthy. I'm going home to my wife and kid tomorrow morning. And so as you can tell, I'm a sergeant in the fire department. Big shout out to Billy too. Whoever Billy is, I want to meet Billy. He's amazing. I already know he's amazing. But again, I'm so sidetracked because I got so much going on. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jared Ojeda. I'm out of Atlanta, Georgia, a small city called Riverdale. By trade, I'm a sergeant in the fire department. Saw this industry a couple of years ago. When I say a couple of years ago, my wife and I, we just wanted to travel the world. I could not afford it on the sergeant's salary. That's just that simple. And I wanted to make my wife happy. So when we were invited to see a community of travelers who could travel wholesale instead of retail, we were all in. It made sense. We met Muzaffar and his partners, and he showed us how to do it bigger and better. He said, take some trips. Let me know how they are. So we started taking trips with this program, Viago, and we were traveling around the world. We were using the membership deals. Everything was working amazing. And then we got back together. He said, now let's go make some money. I said, well, what do you mean? He said, Jared, invite your friends and family. Let them come with you. We did that. We waived our fees. We also became residual earners. So I love this system that we have set up because while I'm at work fighting fire, I have guests on this call right now listening to Muzaffar, listening to Sherry, listening to Rika, and everyone else share their stories. And when they get started, I get paid. That is true leverage. So I'm excited about Viago. I say, I go, you go, we go, Viago. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. Appreciate you. And I'm going to go to a young lady that is here. She has no idea that I'm calling on her. Sherry, she was there with you and me in Dallas when we did a presentation at our friend Soda's house. Her name is Lisa Head. I see her on here. I don't know if she can unmute. I'm going to request for her to unmute. Hopefully she can and tell her story. Wonderful young lady. Sorry, Lisa, I didn't give you a heads up, but could you share with everyone what's happened since you got started in Viago? I'd really appreciate it.
Sure. Well, I popped on here just kind of last minute, so thank you for calling on me, Ms. Offer. Well, hi everybody. My name is Lisa Head out of Plano, Texas. My background was in the corporate world. I did marketing, business development. I was a financial planner, even for a little while. And whenever I saw this concept, my husband and I love to travel, and we've had the opportunity, thanks to this type of concept, to be able to travel the world and to be able to make money while we do it. So I have been full-time in this concept for many years and understand the power of residual income, which is amazing. And then being able to take advantage of all the things that we have on our Viago platform. One of my favorite things, and like you mentioned, Muzaffer, is booking those hotels at wholesale on our booking engine. I've had the opportunity to book hotels at wholesale in Las Vegas, one of our last training events in Oklahoma City. We did different things and have been able to save so much money. So thank you, Club Viago. I appreciate letting me share.
Oh, that's fantastic. And congratulations. And, a lot of times we do sometimes 3, 4 testimonials. Tonight, we're going to do 2. And you'll see a lot of people that are here. I'm excited for you guys to hear Steve's story, being a golf instructor and being able to travel and things that he does. But he was like, Muzaffer, if I teach and train people how to golf, I make money. And if I don't, I don't. And, he saw this business, he fell in love with it, and he's gotten started. He's already starting to build a team. He's already been traveling. He went to Bali, he went to all these other places. And Steve, man, I love what's happening with your business, and I'm excited for people. We'll do it on the next call, one of the other calls. And I know there's some other ones that are on here that have great stories. I just can't see your video. I see Moana. I see David. I'm looking for everyone to be able to share their story on these upcoming calls that we do and go to different people. But if you look at it, Steve is a professional golfer that coaches people in golf. But then you had Lisa that has been in the executive world. Then you go to Jared that fights fires. And then you've got a goofball like me that got lucky enough to play some sports in college and got injured. Like I'm the guy that's the has-been that got involved in this. And so we've all gone to work, and you're going to get a chance to hear from the lady that mentored me, coached me, that decided to come out of retirement in a quick second. But when we talk about Inner Circle, it's an actual online program that will teach you, train you with information you can hear on a daily basis. One of my favorite parts of this business. Number 2 is the massive event that's happening in Atlanta. I wouldn't miss this. Like I always tell people, if you're not getting married or buried, you've got to be at Amplify. Like you have to be there. Like lock it into your schedule. Make it a must. Don't make it a should. Don't make it a want to, a hope so. No, make it a must. Schedule everything around this. And so let's talk about getting started. It's really simple. The membership is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Like it's $450 plus the $49 for ambassador, right? Which gives you 600 points immediately. And then you're getting 100 points every single month. Our goal is to make sure you have no fee, but you still get your points every month. Maybe I didn't mention that one. When your membership is free, you're still getting your 100 points every month. And then at the end of the year, you're still getting your gift. Oh man, that's really too good to be true. And then I'll go, that's really a compliment, just so you know. That's how we talk to each other. So timing. This is your friend. Your friend introduced you. They did. And that's you. This is your position. Tonight, it's yours. No one will take it away from you. Either you keep it or you choose to give this away. I'm just going to be very blunt with you. Because we build 2 teams, and once you get started, we will never insert anybody above you or any of that stuff. This is your business. The next person that gets started tomorrow will go on your team. It's how it works. Like before this call, Steve was like, oh my God, I got love from above. What he meant by that is there are people that have gone in his business. He doesn't even know who they are. And he's like, I don't know who these people are, Muzaffar, but there's a whole lot of them coming that I get a residual income because of this. Like, it's amazing. But Steve said yes and decided not to give his position away. There are other people that go into this, think about it. I need to think, to evaluate, to consider, to reevaluate. And basically what you did is you gave your position to Andy or whoever the next person is. Please don't do that. Because if you give it away, I can't give it back to you. You will have to go into the next available spot when you start. And you'll miss out on a lot of the people that Andy brings. So make a decision tonight, A, B, or C. A is someone like, hey, I'm ready to go. That was me. That was Steve. That was Billy. That was Rika. That was a lot of us. Jared, you heard his story. B is someone that wants to be a customer. We love them. And C is someone that wants to wait and see. Don't do that, in my opinion. Don't miss this one. You know, my friend and mentor and coach and someone that's been like a second mom to me decided to be an A. And I always ask her, you know, why Viago, Sherry, why come out of retirement? Why now? You've made millions of dollars. You've got businesses. You've got great family. Why Viago? Why now? And thank you for being here. And I'm excited to turn this Zoom over to you.
Thank you, Muzaffar, and thank everybody that did such amazing testimonials. And we could be here all night listening to success stories. I mean, my good friend Rika, you know, she's been in real estate. She's doing this business part-time. So don't say you don't, and she's extremely busy. So you don't say you don't have time, because there's a lot of very busy people on here that wanted to have residual income, and that's why they got involved. Not only the travel and all the benefits and everything else that are offered, there's so much more. I mean, we've got Billy Wright on here, who's, you know, we know him as Bronco Billy. You look him up on Wikipedia, and he's got like the most knockouts. You know, I mean, he's on this call. We've got professional ball players on that are in our organization also. So when you start looking, there's people from all walks of life. And when you ask me why I came out of retirement, it's this community right here. When you get a chance to meet us in person and you see how much fun we have, how we all work together. In fact, I'm getting up on Wednesday morning at 4 a.m. to do a call with Jared, who you just heard from. You know, that's how amazing this group of people is. You know, when he asked me, I didn't even think twice. My husband did. He's like, you're getting up at 4 a.m. to do a call for Jared? And I said, it's the team. And I don't know where you are in life, but if you really want to be around positive, motivated people that will have your back, it's Viago. That's why. And Muzaffar, I could go on for hours and hours why my husband and I made a decision to get on board with you and work with you, to be able to work side by side. I've never seen anybody work so hard and so dedicated to this company, not just to me, but to the whole company. We thank you for that, Muzaffar. So if you're brand new and you're looking at this going, you know, how do I fit in? You fit in. We need you. We're growing, and we need more people like you that have amazing testimonials, like what Lisa was saying. And there's so many people that you will just resonate with because they're just good human beings. And in a world right now that we need to be more connected and have people that are united. That's what I saw. When I saw Muzaffar and Isaac on stage, two completely different cultures, hugging each other, calling each other brothers, I'm like, I'm in. I want that. I want to be able to leave a legacy for our children's children. And that's what I see with Viago. I personally am 100% committed to this. We are going to be traveling the world together, the beaches of the world, doing trainings, having fun. And that's what I look at, because a lot of people after the last epidemic thing, scandemic, or whatever you want to call it, for me, it divided us. Our company is uniting us. So that's why I'm so excited. And like Muzaffar said, be an A, be part of this, be an ambassador. Be somebody that you can help influence people's lives in a positive way. And that's why I love this company so much. And for all of you, know that when you get started, you can actually earn while you're learning. We're going to be doing the same call every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and you can just invite people. We'll make sure you have a flyer for it. You just send that out and invite them on the call. Our job is to present to them. And if they decide to get involved, you make the commissions off of this. This helps you be able to get to that. And it's, there will be people making $85,000 plus a month in this company. And all I can say is, why not you? Why not you? You never know who your friends know that can help you build a team of people and around the world. You know, we're in over 40 countries right now. So when you look at that, opportunity is right here for you. So Muzaffar, thank you so much for tonight. We appreciate you. God bless everybody. And we'll talk to you on our next call. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.